Hello, I just want to do a quick little update. I thought it'd be funny to do in my bathtub. Alright, so my parents know I'm on HRT. They know I'm taking estrogen and spironolactone. I think that's the name. Technically, it's estradiol that I'm taking, not estrogen. Same thing, I think. Whatever. Anyways, so they found out, they saw my video, and we talked about it when I visited their house. So they know. They know I'm going through their insurance to get it, and they don't approve. They think it's wrong that I'm doing this. They think it's too soon, which maybe I'm doing it a little fast. I acknowledge that, but I know a big regret of a lot of trans people when taking HRT is not doing it sooner. I've looked into it, I've researched, I know what I'm getting into. If I do hypothetically somehow come to regret it, that is my fault. And just to be clear, I don't think I will. And the permanent effects of estrogen take a long time to happen, so I have a while to decide. But still, at the end of the day, they don't support it, they don't believe it's right. But I am paying for everything, so I'm going to continue doing that. It is very expensive. They handed me the bill for it since they don't feel comfortable with it, so they're not going to pay for it, and I get that. I wouldn't make them pay for it. That would be wrong of me. It was around $700 for the mental health specialist beforehand to make sure I was informed. That alone was like $300 or $400, and then it was another like $100 or $200 for the endocrinologist, and then it was like another $200 for the labs that I had to do for blood work so they could see my levels and see like what dosage I needed. And that's only going to keep coming because I think I have to go back to the endocrinologist and get another lab every 3 months, I believe it was. So it's going to be a continuing expense, which is going to be pricey. And my parents don't support it. But they are okay with calling me by my new name and using new pronouns. They're still getting used to it, they still get it wrong a lot, but that's fine, I expect that. They're more supportive in that aspect than I thought they would be, in all honesty. So that's been nice. It is a little difficult that they don't support me being on hormones. But they still love me, they're not disowning me. And I never thought they would, to be clear. And I do still love them. They know that, and I know that they love me. So, we're gonna see how that goes. Now, as for like other people in my life are supportive of me being on hormones. Everyone has like congratulated me on starting it. And the guy that I'm romantically interested in, he is also trans and Christian, and we both believe the same thing when it comes to HRT, that it's a tool that was provided by God. God made science, he gave us the ability to medically transition. So I feel that it is okay to do so. Now my parents disagree with that. They think I'm like doing body modifications and altering what God made. And I don't think that's something I'm going to be able to change their mind on. I think they're upset and saddened by the fact that I'm on hormones. But they're still going to support me, and they're not going to cut me out of the insurance, to my knowledge, because they still do want to provide me insurance. Like, they don't want me to be without medication, right? They don't want to stop me from receiving doctor's appointments or my anxiety meds that I need to not have panic attacks. So they're, at least for the foreseeable future, going to keep me on their insurance, which that's great. I love that. I'm glad they're not going to cut me off over this. And I think I've made it clear that if they do block me from receiving my HRT through the insurance, I'll just go without it. I'll go through other means, because there's a lot of online like websites that'll offer labs and they'll ship the HRT to you. I could do that. And yeah, I could also do DIY. I wouldn't be too excited about that, but worst case scenario, I could just do DIY. But we'll see how things go. I love them both. They love me. It's a little difficult with this, but we'll see how it goes. I just wanted to give you guys a little update. I like doing these little updates just because I think it's fun to document my journey. I think having a like visual representation of my journey and what's been going on is going to be helpful for the future. People seeing the development. I guess I should go over my voice training as well. So I've been going a little softer and smaller like this. I've been told I do okay. I sometimes just do this randomly for like practice. I'll do it to myself or at my job for like a few minutes. It's nice to like practice a little bit like this. And I feel like I'm getting better at it. It's a lot more natural to just go into this voice. But I still have a lot of work to do. I have a long way to go before I make it sound natural. I think I've also been experiencing the effects of HRT so far. So I think I've been experiencing the decreased libido and decreased erections. I think I've experienced that, which is good. I don't really like getting those. They're kind of annoying. It just feels awkward, especially when I'm in like a public space. It's really annoying. But the body's like that sometimes. That's hard to do for an extended period of time. But I think I've also started experiencing the emotional effects of the HRT. I think I've been a little more emotionally sensitive. I've felt some small mood swings, I think. And that's just going to modify, or it's going to increase over time. Still very early on. I'm a little under 3 weeks in. I'll still do another update at the 3-week mark. But I wanted to upload this. Bye-bye.